Hello and welcome. Let's look at digestive issues from a medical intuitive perspective. So, to begin with, I'm going to break down a little bit about what I mean by digestive issues. Now, this is something that is super common. I know a lot of people who experience digestive issues over their lifetime, and most people will have some kind of digestive issue at some point. So this is something that I'm asked about quite frequently and often am addressing with my clients in my one-to-ones as well behind the scenes. When we're talking about the digestive tract, so the digestive tract goes from the mouth all the way through the body, working its way through down through the esophagus into the stomach, all the associated organs of digestion, like, the liver, the gallbladder, the spleen, the pancreas, from the stomach into the intestine, all the way through the intestine and out of the anus. So from the mouth to the anus is your digestive tract. And that's what we're talking about today with digestive symptoms. So digestive issues can be anywhere in terms of the metaphysical body, anywhere from the mouth energy center, which is the throat energy center, through every other energy center down to the root at the base of the spine, which is where the anus is located. So you could have any particular energy center involved here from the throat down. Excuse me, been talking all morning in my classes. So say hi if you're joining me live. And if you are watching the replay, give us a hashtag after party and join in the comments as though you are here live. I'm still here in the background and I can answer your questions. So when it comes to the metaphysical meanings of digestive issues, they can be varied. So I'm going to talk about that in a little bit more detail today. But people talk about digestion as being, and the digestive system, healing the digestive system as being the root of a lot of health issues. When we heal the digestive system, it can be the root of good health. However, I see it as a little differently. In the work I do, yes, that is a part of it. Sure, healing the digestive tract can be amazing for a lot of people, but there's often reasons why the digestive tract is suffering, and it's not necessarily physical. So there are often bigger reasons at play that are the real root cause behind the digestive issues, which is the reason that you have the digestive issues now, as opposed to having them at another point in your life. And so, that's what we want to look at. You may have had perfect digestion at another point in your life, and now you have digestive issues, right? And it may not necessarily be about the food or your digestive tract. It's actually bigger picture stuff that is influencing whether or not your digestive tract is suffering right now and that you're having digestive issues. This is the key to healing your digestive tract. If you are finding that you are having issues with allergies, with intolerances to foods, if you're finding you're getting more and more sensitive to certain foods that you're eating, I'm going to tell you that you are actually going through a spiritual awakening. You may already know this, but you may not have linked the two, right? You may already know that you are going through a really rapid awakening process right now, and there's a lot happening, that things that are just having the lids blown off them all over your life. But you may not have related that to your issues with digesting certain foods. If you are struggling with intolerances and allergies, I invite you to go deeper into your spiritual awakening, into your spiritual journey. I invite you also to know that as you go along this pathway through your spiritual awakening, that you are going to need things that are more in alignment with you in all aspects of your life, in particular in what you put into your body as food, as drink. You are going to need to match your shift in energy with foods that match that energy. You are going to need to eat foods that are far more aligned for you, and they will need to be more pure. They will need to be less processed. They will need to be less inflammatory for your body as you go through your spiritual awakening, because you know what? Your body has had enough. So has your brain, so has your soul. Right? The way you have been working up until this point, it is time for you to change and shake things up, to choose differently. This is your invitation from your body here. It's not just about healing your gut so that you can go back to treating your body the way you did before, right? It's actually about acknowledging, realizing, healing how you have treated your body up until now, the thoughts, the beliefs, the emotions that you have been dragging along with you from your childhood, many of them unconscious. Bringing these things along with you now is not serving you. It's time to put your baggage at the door and go into your spiritual awakening with wide eyes, honoring and nourishing your body at the same time in the way that it's asking to be. And that will not necessarily be in alignment with any other diet. Oh, Mandy, yay, yay. No wonder I'm able to listen to this live. This is me right now. Oh, I'm so excited that you got to be here live. Yay, so glad. And so if you are finding you are getting more and more sensitive to foods, as hard as it may seem, I invite you to welcome it. I invite you to dive deeper into exploring what is in alignment for you right now at this point in your life. It doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to be able to eat those foods forever, but when you match what your body is asking for with what you're putting into it right now, it's going to be so much easier to go through your spiritual awakening journey. It's going to be so much more effortless and more pain-free to go, yay, Sarah! Yay, me too. Oh, brilliant. So glad it's well timed for you as well. It's going to be so much easier for you to go through what is coming and for you to survive and navigate it more easily and gracefully than you would have otherwise. If you continue to try and do what you've always done, you are not going to evolve at the rate that's being asked of you right now. And so if that is the issue that you are having with your digestion, that's what to do. Try and match where your new level of energy is with foods that are far more in alignment with it, the foods that are far less processed and more matched to who you are right now and who you are becoming. Because the sooner you do that, the sooner you embrace that your body actually just has really high standards right now for how you treat it, the easier it's going to be for you to navigate moving forwards. It doesn't always have to be that way, but right now, that's what your body is needing. It's needing you to honor it really deeply because there's bigger stuff happening. Your soul is pulling you into a new phase of your life that you are perhaps trying to drag the old you with you and into this new phase of your life. And it's creating pain, it's creating symptoms in your body, it's creating discomfort, and it's creating, digestive issues for you. And so this is your invitation to change that. This is your invitation to get on board with who you're becoming and to release, to choose differently from who you have been. Now, if you are feeling symptoms within, so as I said, digestive symptoms, digestive issues covers a lot of different areas of the body. If you are feeling issues within your actual stomach of digestion, if you're having issues with stomach acid, if you're having issues with too much stomach acid, not enough stomach acid, digestion taking a long time and having a lot of bloating and issues within your stomach with your digestive issues, there is a deep invitation for you to explore your sense of self, who you are and how happy you are with who you are right now. There was a really deep invitation for you to chase what lights you up, like a dog chases a bone, right? With singular focus, to look for the things that bring you joy and to bring them in every area of your life. Joy creates healthy, happy stomach acid within your body at the right times, in the right amounts, and in the right location. The more joy you experience, the more balanced your stomach acid will be. The more happy your stomach will be, the easier it will be for you to digest foods. So begin to seek what brings you joy. And it may be little things. It may be, buying yourself a bunch of flowers and putting it on your kitchen bench so you can see it every time you walk into the kitchen. It may be going to a painting class and trying something new. This is too on point, Emma. Thank you. You're so welcome. I love it when it's too on point. It may be, meeting up with someone who you just love spending time with, or going to start a new course and do something different, something that brings you, Melanie, hello, me too. Oh, perfect. I'm glad it's well timed for you, to bring you into a state of joy more frequently, will help to balance your stomach acid. But it will also help you to love the parts of you that love those things that bring you joy. It will help you to really deeply love the quirkiness of you that finds joy in quirky places. And that's a really big part of healing the issues within your actual stomach region. If you have issues like an ulcer within your stomach, a stomach ulcer is a really quite a common issue, and we often just medicate things like stomach acid issues or ulcers within the stomach, right? But there's so much more that can be done with the root cause that doesn't just involve medication to suppress the symptoms. So you can by all means take the medication, but work on what causes it and it will go away and you won't need the medication anymore, right? Take medication for the comfort, sure. But when you're looking at something like a stomach ulcer, we're going deeper into your sense of self-worth. If you have a stomach ulcer, you are chewing on the thoughts, beliefs, and fears of your lack of self-worth. And that may be the little barbs that were said to you as a child, or that someone else says to you, that now become your thoughts. Every single time you do something, you might berate yourself internally. You chew on the things other people have said to you and you wonder if there's truth, or you hate them for it and you hate yourself for inviting it. And a lot of that is sitting there within your stomach being chewed on and chewed on and chewed on. And that's what creates the ulcer in the first place. So here, the invitation for you is to work on releasing what you have been told about yourself that isn't true, that isn't in alignment with healthy self-esteem and self-worth, that doesn't honor you as a human being. Doing the work on healing and releasing those things from the past, and catching your self-talk, catching when you are being that person to yourself and chewing on those thoughts inside you. Moving down the digestive tract, let's have a look at the bowel. If you are struggling with constipation and diarrhea, let's look and bloating within the bowel, discomfort, gas. Let's have a look at the bowel. And so that's further down the digestive tract, from the solar plexus down through the sacral region, down to the root, all the way down through that digestive tract. So here, particularly let's look at constipation. Constipation, here we are looking at holding on to things that you have been ready to release for a really long time. And we're not just talking physically, we're talking emotionally, talking about unforgiveness. We're talking about events that have happened in the past, talking about the way you've been treated by some people in your life, and holding on to that, not allowing yourself to heal it and let it go. Not for them, not for those other people, but for you, to allow you to fully heal from it. So the emotional causes behind constipation are all around holding on to something for too long, when you've been ready to release it for a long time. And that holding is poisoning your system, just in the same way that the constipation, the feces that's staying there, food that's staying in your system too long, is poisoning your system in a very real chemical way within your body. So ideally, you want to be able to have a healthy bowel motion, the Teflon coated sausage, a healthy bowel motion at least once a day. 1 to 3 times a day is normal, right? That's healthy. Any less than that, and that's constipation. Any more fluid than that, and that is diarrhea. If you've been struggling with really loose bowel motions, if you've been struggling with really infrequent, lots of loose bowel motions, you're having a lot of boundary issues. There's a part of you that is feeling overrun and overwhelmed by the people around you, and you are running yourself ragged, spreading yourself very thin, and allowing others to overstep your boundaries all of the freaking time, right? And so you are feeling a lot of emotions around this. You may have people-pleasing tendencies coming up, and that is showing itself as it moves through your body. The invitation here for you is to begin to create some boundaries. Begin to honor yourself with boundaries to help support you when you get that people-pleasing tendency. Notice it. Don't beat yourself up for it, because that only exacerbates the problem. But to notice that people-pleasing tendency in you and to choose differently if you can. Instead of trying to make everything good for other people and giving of yourself too much in that process, allowing your boundaries to be overrun, take a deep breath, step back and say, what's good for me in this? What's good for me? What can I give that isn't going to take from me? Allow yourself to give to the point that you are comfortable, but not overgiving, not over-pleasing for others. Rein it back in and find those boundaries. Find that medium place, that happy place. If you are having bloating and discomfort, there is a very deep invitation here for you to explore your sense of self-worth. Where are you? Oh, you are so welcome. Oh, you relate so much. Oh, brilliant, Melanie. Thank you so much for sharing that. If you are experiencing that bloating, where are you not honoring yourself as the universe? Where are you seeing yourself as less than others, or chewing on things and thoughts and beliefs and fears and worries about how you've done things in the past, about that stupid comment that you made to somebody, about, you know, whether or not this is right or that is right, worrying about getting things right? Where are you chewing on indecision? This is sitting in your digestive tract. All of it is related to you not owning who you are. All of it is related to you not accepting and loving who you are without judgment. When you are experiencing that bloating, it's an invitation to get to know yourself really, really well, to get to know those inner thoughts and beliefs, to start to unravel that self-talk and those beliefs that are aimed at yourself that may be harmful, that may be something you wouldn't say to your best friend. Where are you saying it to yourself on the inside? Where are you undermining yourself in your decisions? Where are you second guessing yourself and feel uncertain? This is where to do the work. Your body is not purely metaphysical, but metaphysical causes create all illness. But it's so wonderful with the digestive tract that everything you put in can change very quickly how your body feels and how you react. So if you are experiencing digestive issues, then I invite you to start to explore what you are putting into your body. Your food is not just fuel, it is energy, it is enjoyment, it is satisfaction, it is togetherness, it is so many more things. It's inspiration, it's beauty, it's color, it's life. It's so much more than just fuel. And so I invite you to start to explore what foods act like a medicine within your body, what foods heal you when you eat them, and what foods harm you when you eat them. What foods act like a poison in your system. You are an individual. You are bio-unique. And that means your requirements are unique also. And so no one-size-fits-all diet will work for you, which is probably why none of them have so far. So it's not you, and there's nothing wrong with you. In fact, you are just unique, and all those diets were great for the person who wrote them in the book. Everyone else needs to tweak it to make it right for them. Everyone else needs to change it up. And sometimes they are 100% wrong. I have worked with clients that were on a raw diet and they were 100% needing to be on cooked food. Their body just could not digest that, right? And so we changed that up and worked on the metaphysical reasons why their digestive system was not able to process the raw food. And you know what? Body healed, able to eat everything again. And so, there is so much you can do in terms of the physical, changing what you put into your body, exploring what having an anti-inflammatory diet might look like to help take that inflammation out of the body so you can start to calm down those symptoms within your body. But at the same time, work on the metaphysical aspects, because that's the key to actually healing long term these things. So you may have tried all of the diets, all of the supplements, all of the, I don't know, colostrum and magnesium powders and, slippery elm and all of the stuff that's out there in the world to heal your guts. You may have tried all the gut healing protocols. You may have tried all of the things. But I can guarantee you that the metaphysical aspect is the thing that's going to make it possible for those other things to work. Because that's how your health works. You are metaphysical first before you are physical. Everything happens in the metaphysical first. Sometimes it's there and hasn't manifested as physical yet, but you are metaphysical before you are physical. So if nothing else is working for you, start with the metaphysical, right? That's where to make the biggest shifts. That's where you will get the biggest impact. And if you want, guidance that's going to take you step by step through the process of finding out what foods heal you, what foods harm your unique body, I have a protocol that I've created called the Reset Protocol. Write reset in the comments and I can send you the information about the Reset Protocol. Let me know if you want that and I will send it through to you. But, there are so many different ways you can do this. This is just a structured step-by-step approach with all the recipes and everything that you need, all the food lists, everything that's there for you to make it super easy. I've used it many, many times. I use it with my clients. It's a really beautiful way to know how to nourish your unique body at this point in your life. But if you've done all the diet stuff and it's not working for you, bring in the metaphysical root cause, work on that. That's what's going to change this for you. Let me know if you have any questions and let me know if you would like me to answer anything else around digestive issues. Of course, there are lots of other digestive issues here. We could talk about so many of the associated organs as well. But yeah, I'm going to do that when the shop is sold. Oh, brilliant. Yes. Go into the Reset Protocol when you've sold your shop and you've moved on from that and you get that free space. It's a perfect time to do it because it's like a clean slate, right? Energetically, perfect. The Reset Protocol is so good. Thank you, Sarah. Yay. I'm glad that you love it. And yeah, it's so life-changing and it can have such an instant impact on your symptoms. But it's not just about the food, right? Because when we go through that process of clearing up that background noise inflammation within the body, it accelerates our intuition and our ability to listen to our body. It accelerates our ability to clear and shift and heal the metaphysical causes of the symptoms we're experiencing in our body. So yeah, let me know with Reset in the comments and I'll send that through to you. I can see that's there. Thanks, Melanie. I'll send that through to you after the live. So let me know if you have any other questions. If you have any other areas of the body you would like me to talk about in detail from a medical intuitive perspective, I can. Every one of these areas that I've spoken about today is really unique. And if you are experiencing it, it will be far more detailed and personal for you in one-to-one sessions. It's not just like you just do that and that's done, right? Sometimes that will be triggered from one of these videos. You will know exactly what to do and go, oh, that's the key. Okay, I need to do that. And you know exactly what to do. Sometimes you need more guidance and sometimes you need it to be far more specific for you so that we can, when in my sessions, I go in and I read my client's body and see what's actually there. I can look at the cells in your body. I can tell you what's actually going on, what is held there metaphysically, what's going on physically, how we can support it, and we do the work to shift what's there. And the same goes for the medical intuitive practitioners that I have trained as well. There's plenty of them out in the world now. There's some beautiful people you can work with, as well as, if you want to, you can work with me. But it's very, very specific to you, very detailed. And we go into unraveling and healing the aspects of you that are crying out through symptoms to be healed. It isn't gut health related. but curious about irregular periods. Brilliant. I'll add that to my list. Thank you, Andy. Feel free to add things to me for my list of these things that I'm going to go through over the next few weeks, because I'm going to do a few more of these videos. This has been so beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me live. I so appreciate you. And thank you to those who watch the replay too. It's been so much fun. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day, and let me know what you are going to change moving forwards. If this video was for you, if this landed at exactly the right time for you, what are you going to go and work on? What are you going to go and unpack? What are you going to go and change moving forwards? What will you choose differently from today onwards? Let me know in the comments. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye now. You are so welcome.